Hi everyone. It's early in the morning. My son woke up early. So I'm sitting here on the floor. He's playing over here in his little play area right now. I thought I would read to you Chapter 8, The Truth About Mrs. Meyer. We were eating lunch in the vomitorium. Ugh. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Michael had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ryan had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Everybody had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Probably not something we'd have in our room because we care about you, Ava. I traded my peanut butter and jelly sandwich for Neil's peanut butter and jelly sandwich because his mom cuts off the crust. You know what's weird? I told the gang. Sometimes they say that a house burned down, and sometimes they say that a house burned up. But it's the same thing. That's right, said Ryan. Whether your house burns up or down, you still have no house left. I'll tell you what's weird, said Michael. Mrs. Meyer. Yeah, we all agreed. She's always telling jokes about fire, said Alexia. Hey, I know a fire joke, I said. By the way, this book is what inspired the knock-knock jokes at our Zoom meeting on this last Friday. What do you call a doll that's on fire? What? Everybody asked. A barbecue. Get it? Barbecue? Barbie? Everybody laughed. Neil, the nude kid, laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. You know a joke is good if you can make milk come out of somebody's nose. That's the first rule of being a kid. Did you catch that? First rule of being a kid? Make milk come out of someone's nose. I've never done it, but I didn't see it, but annoying Andrea and crybaby Emily had just come up behind us. They put their trays on our table. Setting dolls on fire is not funny, Arlo, said Andrea. How would you like it if I set one of your action figures on fire? I did that last week, I told her. His face melted off. It's pretty cool. Andrea and Emily sat down. Andrea had on her mean face as usual. What's eating you? I asked her. Did they cancel your clog dancing lesson for today? Oh, and here's a little asterisk, which means we're going to go down to the footnote. That's a kind of dance that plumbers do. Get it? Clog dancing, like clogged pipes. Back up to where we left off. No, Andrea said. I'm worried about Mrs. Meyer. I think she likes fire a little too much. Okay, buddy? Oh, he's starting to go back to sleep. Yeah, did you see the look in her eyes when she was staring into the campfire? Asked Alexia. It was creepy. I think Mrs. Meyer is obsessed with fire. Maybe she's a pyromaniac, said Andrea. You mean she really loves eating pie? I asked. Everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything funny. No, dumbhead, said Andrea. A pyromaniac is somebody who can't stop setting fires. And this is a side note, because Miss Teva has to say it. We're not going to call people dumbheads, because remember, their parents took a long time to figure out their name. You're going to call them by their name. You're going to be a nice kid. Mrs. Heffa's little 2 cents. Okay. I knew that, I lied. Hey, maybe Mrs. Meyer isn't a real firefighter at all. Maybe she's an imposter. Stop trying to scare Emily, Andrea told me. Yeah, maybe Mrs. Meyer is a pyromaniac who's just pretending to be a firefighter, said Michael. I'm a little scared, said Emily. Maybe Mrs. Meyer kidnapped a real firefighter and tied him up in an abandoned barn, said Neil. Stuff like that happens all the time, you know. And here's a picture from his imagination. There's the real firefighters in the barn. There's Mrs. Meyer. And she's about to set the barn on fire, said Ryan. I saw that in a movie once. She'll probably set our school on fire, I added. We've got to do something, Emily shouted, and then she went running out of the room. Sheesh, that girl will fall for anything. And that leaves us at chapter 9. Mrs. Meyer is a liar. About what? You could do a little bit of I guess, inferring. That's where we read between the lines and we take a guess at what's going to happen, even if it hasn't actually said it. Kind of what's already happening. You could make a prediction of what's going to happen. If I'm reading between the lines and what Mrs. Meyer's been talking about, I wonder if she's a liar about her job coming to the school. Like maybe she didn't need to come to the school. And I'm predicting that maybe we'll find out and maybe she'll get in trouble from the principal. There, I did a little bit of inferring, reading between those lines, thinking of what's already written down in our book and looking at, maybe it really meant this when the book was saying something. And then I made a little prediction, a little smart guess on what I thought might happen next. You can do the same thing. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you later.